Starting the show?
No, I gotta erase everything. So
yeah, 38 of them big ones over there.
I don't like the big ones.
Why not? We purchased them.
No, we purchased for the big board. And if I could have bought one, I would have. Except it was like one cost $5 or 12 cost $6. So I was like, okay, well I'm gonna get the 12 pack.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
That is just who you are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, look how efficient you are now.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Thank you. I love you.
Well, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Don't try to sucker me up. Okay. Thank you for that.
I'm still tired.
From the trip?
No, from yesterday.
Coming back of the trip.
The masterclass.
Oh yeah, that happened yesterday too. I don't know. I wasn't there. No, I don't remember. You laughing?
You are so funny to me.
I don't know what you're
You are
talking about.
so funny. Good morning, Shelly. Good morning, Lisa. Heath is here. Good morning. Gigi's here. Says good morning. How are you today? TC's here. Hi, TC. Dee said morning. Good weather's happy Sunday. Joyce is here. Says good morning, WAC fam. So happy to join you all today. I'm so glad you're here as well. Joyce Porch is here. Says good morning, Autumn and Richard. Good morning, Barry's here. Cynthia says good morning, Autumn and Richard. How's the weather, Kentucky? Bad. It's just nice. Like cold and rainy. It's so nice. I mean, it could always be worse. November weather. So
it's soggy and a little cold, but it's not.
I know he said
cold.
IDK, I wasn't there. I know, right? Richard's being all salty and stuff like that. Good morning, Holly. Glad that you're here. So I think I did something to my to like my settings or whatever, because I feel like the chat words are a lot smaller than they used to be. So yeah.
I think you can pinch to zoom.
I might have. Let me see if I can.
You can do it on the screen.
Can you do it on the screen? Ah! Oh my God! It's so much larger now. Oh my God!
I didn't realize it's a touch screen. Right?
No, I think that was it.
There we go.
Woo, that was crazy. You guys, touch screen computers still wig me out. Like I'm used to phones and tablets, but computers are still alive. Cece said, "Good morning, Autumn, Richard, and family. I was able to stay home today. That's so great. I am so glad that you're having a rest day because I'm having one too.
It's easy Sunday.
Oh my God. Keto Dana said, good morning, WAC fam. My family needs all the prayers we can get. My 26-year-old brother passed away on a freak accident at work. Even if you don't pray, please say a little something for us. Dana, I am so sorry for your loss. Like
all the hearts and thoughts.
I cannot even imagine. Like life is so fragile and you just take for granted just all the plans that you have, like, I
actually worked at a few of those places where it was like the moment we actually I had a job where we made industrial size wood chippers, wood grinders, and we literally had cranes that would pick them up and they had to go over the whole factory. So you'd be like, and like you had to catch the pendulum swing, like chains up, you had to go with it, and like if those chains snapped,
I mean,
we're talking tons.
Freak accident. I'm so sorry.
That's horrible.
Good morning, Dr. Wise. Hi,
thoughts
Rashana.
And prayers are to you completely. Now.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Workplace accidents are real.
Yes, I mean, exactly. And just that's the thing. All accidents, like just if it's a car accident, if it's a, like
it don't even have to be your fault.
We drive,
in the wrong
you'll drive by a car accident and you'll see, just like a mangled car or something. And you're just like, that person did not plan on, when they left their house to go wherever they were going. That was not part of the plan. So that is just crazy. Yeah, we will definitely be praying for you. Absolutely. And your family. Oh man, that is tough. So
and I don't even bring up the season. Like this is
people we were actually talking about that at the meeting that we went to, the business meeting though. We were just talking about how depression and hospitalization and all sorts of stuff happens during the holidays, that it's just like, geez, Louise,
and
like there's like a whole flip side to like it being the holidays.
Then you compound that with our current situation,
exactly.
Like stress on top of stress on top of stress on top of stress.
You guys, like my grandmother is still convinced that she wants to have this Christmas party.
You talked to her today?
No, it was yesterday. I haven't talked to them since I talked to her. So, like, when we were at, you know how it's a family affair, me, Mom, Amber, Aunt Beverly, Kim, we all do, you know, we're basically the Christmas party committee. Well, but, you know, my grandmother is the Christmas party benefactor. Like, she pays for everything, you know, and then we sell the tickets, and that's where we recoup the money. So
it's a nice little system you got set up.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, my uncle was like, he sent me and my sister a text while we were in Atlanta. Like, I've been thinking about it, and I really don't want to have the Christmas party. It'll just be too many people and too much stuff, and I just don't think it'll be safe. And we were like, I mean, we agree. So you're preaching to the choir here, but like you need to convince your mother that we shouldn't do it.
That's where all the mail meets together.
Yeah, exactly. And he was like, well, I've already talked to your mother, so Christina, so I've already talked to your mother and Aunt Beverly, and they agreed. And okay,
you keep bringing up the wrong people.
If somebody needs to tell
grandma.
I
talked to the local mailman, and
he said we shouldn't have it either.
What are you talking about?
I was just like, my goodness. So, you know, I saw grandma yesterday, and I was just like, so, you know, like nobody wants to have the Christmas party, right? And she was just like, I think it's just too early to call. Like, we don't know what the numbers will be. And I was like, Mary, pay attention to the trends. There's not going to be some miraculous drop in numbers. It's probably, this is what it's going to be. So,
well, and I just said, boil it down to its basics. Like, everybody's making a big deal of the Christmas party. What it boils down to is she just misses family.
Yeah, grandma just wants to see people.
And that's real, and that's everybody.
D said, guess everyone's scared of grandma. A, yes, we are. But B, we're going to have to outvote her in a second. Lisa said,
it definitely ain't my grandma.
Yeah.
I've been like,
Lisa said, is it not illegal to have large gatherings of more than 10 people right now? It probably is, but I need to find those bylaws. Somebody send me the Kentucky, you know, but see, here's the thing though. She's going to say.
It's going to change week to week.
But yeah, she's going to say it might be that way right now, but it could get better. Exactly. So we need to plan. And I'm just like, no, girl, no, it's not.
I mean, the key to all of it is, as good as a benefactor as you are, unless you got worker bees, ain't nothing getting done. So all the worker bees can just sit down, and she'll be like, I'm benefacting. Like, nope, we're not doing nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry for your luck.
Lisa said, I guess it depends on the space for the event. The whole thing is the space is quite large, you know?
Oh, yeah. It's a huge
gymnasium. It's a huge gym where I said each family could distance at a table. Oh, yeah. But if you're just going to come to a place to sit at a table and not talk to anybody, stay at your house.
Well, that's the key right there. That's where the rubber meets the road.
It's because
take that much time to distance.
What's the point of the Christmas party if I'm just going to have to wave like, hey guys, glad to see you with a mask on? And you know, like, what is the point of all that effort? I might as well just stay home.
I said your grandma just hasn't seen everybody. It's a family thing.
I know.
It's a family thing.
I'm over
But that's everybody. Like I said, we're all in the same boat. We're all in this thing together.
Yes. Lisa said, is grandmama open to a Zoom call?
Ooh, man, that's a hill with a rock. We pushing up that thing.
Because she don't even have a computer, and there's no way she could do it on her phone.
You have to be there physically helping.
Exactly.
You have to be in the room, like, that's how you do it.
And she'd be like, it's not the same. I know,
well, of course that.
Joy said, my cousins have big Zoom calls. Honestly, I'm not even a fan of them big Zoom calls. Like, your sister had one for her birthday, and I was just like, we don't need to be here. You know, like
my half sister in Texas.
Yes.
So I couldn't see her. So for me, it was awesome because I can't go to Texas like that.
But when's the last time you saw her?
It's been like a year or two.
So that's what I'm saying. So this little video call is not going to do anything. Like, to me, I mean, I just do not need to physically see people that much in order to like organize a Zoom call, you know? Like, and don't get me wrong, me and my two best friends, C. Lark and WJ, we have our Facebook group message that we message, but we're not like, I need to see you girls. Let's get some wine and have a Zoom. Like, no, that is just not fun. Me. Okay. So
no, well, my thing would be like all my siblings would be down, but my parents would still be the ones like blue. Instantly hang up on people.
No. He said, we usually host, but we already told our family no Thanksgiving and no Christmas this year. Yeah, my grandmother normally hosts Thanksgiving, and we already know there's no thing. She would have had it at her
I know, right?
If people would have let her, but everyone else,
everyone
was like, no Thanksgiving this year. So, yeah, like but Christmas, that's her. Well, it's at a bigger space and it's all this. So,
but you still gotta walk through one door.
Dana said, "Thanks for the prayers and thoughts, everyone. I'm not staying on. I just needed to tell my whack fam so I could have support." He left his wife, 7-year-old son, 3-year-old daughter, and 5-month-old son.
Man,
Lord,
that's a whole
Jesus,
right
Dana.
There.
I mean, just God bless you, and I just pray for peace for you and your family and his family.
Just be there in the time of need.
Yeah, and we'll be here however you need us to. But
that's literally what family is about.
Have as much of a day as you can, and just know that we're here for you.
Be there when we're there with love and prayers. You be there with your physical self.
Yes, absolutely. Dana said I won't be on for a while. Yeah, take care. We'll see you when you're ready to come back.
We'll all be thinking about
you. Jeez,
that's
fine. So
yay! And that's the one we went and had the Costco cake recently, right?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
That was so wonderful.
So I mean, like,
what do you mean?
I understand her. Like, here's the thing, you guys. I'm not a robot. Things like family connection is stupid. You don't need it. Like, I get that it's important to connect with your family, but just because you want this whole situation to be over doesn't mean that it is. Like, just because you're tired, because my grandmother would say all the time, people are tired of staying in the house. I'm like, okay, like, I get that.
Yeah, that's a false argument.
But like, that does not mean that it's any safer to go outside because people are tired of staying in the house.
Hard things are hard to do.
Cece said it's really buffering. I'm sorry.
I know. Sorry, Cece.
It is. It doesn't look like it's buffering to us.
Real dark back
and we're connected to the Wi-Fi. Be a tablet.
I realized it's a touchscreen.
Realize it's a touchscreen. But what I did not realize when I bought it is that it does not have an Ethernet plug-in. Is there an adapter that will like take a USB or an HDMI and go to like an Ethernet port so you can hardwire the internet? Like, there's no way for me to hardwire the internet into this computer.
I think most laptops now don't include.
Really?
Yeah.
And they only rely on Wi-Fi?
Well, I mean, I think everything's getting streamlined or something. Like, you know,
but there's no way.
You know how fat that plug is? Like, everything has a source in it. They're trying to streamline.
I mean, you guys, I'm just now coming to the point of realizing that there's a new USB thing. Like that little USB. I was just like, oh my God, there's a new USB.
Have you ever looked at your laptop?
I mean, I know. It's now doing it now. So
good Lord.
Yes. Shelly said, my mom just called last night and canceled Thanksgiving. I'm so bummed. We have to stay safe though. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think everybody's bummed. That's the point. We're all bummed, but it's for a greater good. Once everybody understands that.
Yes. Holly said Ohio needs to shut down again. It's getting bad. I actually read the title of an article. See, I used to be like, I recently read an article. Like, no. I read the title, the headline of the article. That was like, U.S. reaches exponential tipping point. Like now, like COVID, like there was 160,000 new cases in a day. And like experts say, we have officially reached the tipping point where it's uncontrollable now, or something like that. You know, like exponential. I was like, man.
In Ohio.
Yeah, no, that's the United States.
Wait,
that's everywhere. Well, no, I'm just saying the numbers are rising everywhere. Oh, okay. Like they need to shut everything back down.
That was the name of the article?
Just like we quarantine ourselves, enough.
Well, I definitely think Louisville is really good at it.
Yeah.
I can't speak for once we go outside the city.
There's some bad spots in there too, though.
Well, yeah, but I think we have as far as the leadership goes, we've been preaching mass for the whole time. It's never been like a do your thing.
Yes. Joe Ray's here. TC said, I have these same conversations every day with my clients. It's harder and more frustrating for me just having the same conversations multiple times a day. Exactly.
You aren't lying.
I do understand my clients are lonely. Exactly. Like, that's the thing. Like, I understand. But that does not negate the fact there's a
that's the key. Everybody understands. Yeah. We're in this together. There's the virus does not care.
He said my wife was at the grocery store yesterday and was appalled at how many folks were not wearing a mask. Like, okay. I mean, first of all, in my opinion, masks aren't political. They are a public safety issue. So I don't necessarily like how it's like, oh, if you're for masks, you must vote a certain way. If you're against them, you must vote a certain way. First of all, I am a public safety. Just wear a mask. Like, it's not rocket science, and it's no one is like stapling your skin together. It is not difficult to wear a mask. And in Kentucky, and especially like my husband said, in Louisville, where it's like a larger city, I guess, we're grateful enough to like where a lot of people are wearing their masks in public, so we don't run into that. However, we went to Georgia, like when we were going to Atlanta, we stopped at a gas station, and apparently masks are optional, and like nobody had them on. And we were just like, oh my God. Like
based on the governor's mandate.
And people weren't really social distancing. Like in the store, they would be shopping next to each other. And I was just like, woo, I just don't feel safe in here. You know,
I think they just want to get it.
Yes.
Like I'm good with it.
Yeah, Lisa said, similar here in the DMV, as of 5 p.m. today, we'll be required to wear masks even outside in public places, not just indoors. Oh, wow. Like, so if you're like at a park or something, you know, still be required. Interesting. I mean, it's just so sad that it's gotten back to this. Mom's here, says, good morning, everyone.
We're all fighting invisible ghosts. So
JJ's here.
Can't see Corona. Okay? You can't see where it's at. We don't know. Where is it at? So we have to just protect ourselves.
Yeah, and Holly said, and if they wear a mask, it's on their chin. Exactly, not covering their nose. Like, what's the point?
Hey, everybody.
I got a mask, but I'm just like, oh my God. So yeah, it is just.
Did I see one funny thing? Well, it wasn't funny, but it was a few, like a month or two ago. But somebody, I don't know, it was a reflex or something. Somebody like pulled their mask down to sneeze. And put it like, what is it? That's you. Woo! I was like, man, I'm not this dude. I am gone.
I know, right? That is
put everything down.
That is ridiculous. But, you know, I mean, it's just like, you know, so I don't see it getting any better before it gets any worse. But that's my grandmother's fallback. We don't know. It could change. Well, like, and a satellite could fall out of the sky, Mom. But what's, you know.
Positive vibes is like, there will become a point where things do become, you know, crystal clear and people do realize the severity of the situation.
Melanie's here, says, good morning, Autumn and Richard and Wark America. I made it. We're glad that you're here. Yeah, I mean, and then unfortunately, you know, the entire thing was economical. You know, like if we could really have the support, you know, the government support to like literally shut down for 6 months, because it was like, we can't shut down. How will people work and make money, and how will they live? And it's like, if we were prepared in a way that was like, for everyone's public safety, stay in your house, here's the money that you need to either pay your bills or, you know, by government mandate, all businesses can't collect money, you know, like for this amount of time, like basically put everything on pause, you know, because it's like, I understand people having to go to work if they still got to pay their mortgage. But my whole thing is, we should have been able to make the mortgage companies like delay everything, you know? And I'm not even saying
we did for a month.
I'm not even saying miss out on their money. I'm just saying tack the payments on at the very end. You were supposed to be done in January. Now you're going to be done in June. But you know, like it's still
it's a cascade effect, though.
Exactly.
Somebody got to get paid eventually.
But
down between the mortgage banks and the holders, eventually it comes to the major banks.
Exactly, and we should have been in a situation where they could have.
So we did bail them out before. You would think they owed.
They would have bailed us out. Exactly.
It's like, hey, can we call in a favor? I mean, but we're all in the boat together, so it's just we learn together and we grow together.
Yes.
So that's where we're at now.
And I mean, you know, in another 60 years, we'll see again what happens. Like, anybody remember the you know, COVID-19 back then?
I'm always a big fan of history, so it's like I'm interested in see what they write 50 years from now.
Exactly. Like, how was this handled? Good morning for my boys. Glad that you're here.
It was smallpoxy.
Exactly. Gina said, good morning, everyone. I received my whack box last night. Thank you, Autumn. I love everything. Oh, I'm so glad you received it. Baby, that was the box that you put in the mail for Veterans Day.
Yeah, it was me.
I know. He actually took it.
I did that.
Don't forget, guys, there is still more wax swag on sale on the website. So just, you know, get yourself a swag box, because it's almost all gone. So
I am a mailer extraordinaire.
JJ said, so we're going back on lockdown soon. I think we are. So I think I think you have to. So
I think it's just going to be more of a everybody just have to have masks and have to, distance and stuff like that.
Yeah, Joy said, I had a horrible thing happen to me when I was young, so I have a lot of anxiety attacks when I wear it for 8 hours a day, so I hate wearing it, but I know I have to. I know, right? And don't get me wrong, it's so different for people that like work in a situation like we have to put on our mask like the 2 hours that we leave the house a week and then come back, but having to wear it all day every day, especially if you have glasses or something like that, like I totally understand.
Well, like, my thing, you moisturize your chin. You get all your chin moisturized. That's sauna. No. You get natural I don't know what, like a clammy, like get that natural breath sauna. Like, my chin's all moisturized.
Absolutely not. Debbie's here, says happy Sunday. So.
No, but I have those same feelings. I think everybody does. Like no one logically wants to wear a face covering where you can't breathe properly. Yeah. But again, it's the situation. Like we all have to. Safety. I have moments where I'm like, okay, I'm about to pass out. I'm breathing in my own oxygen too much.
Exactly. Well, it's carbon monoxide or dioxide. Yes. I think dioxide.
We'll go with that. Chemistry.
I think carbon monoxide is like another science. Like something that you get when you burn off like charcoal or something like that.
And carbon monoxide is the cuddlest, odorless.
Lisa said, Autumn, scroll back up to see my description of the chin diaper. Oh my gosh, do I want to? That chin diaper makes me so angry. My sister's a doc and gave a great visual. It's like putting a condom on the scrotum, expecting not to get an STD. Yeah. That's so funny.
We're teaching. Each one teaches.
That is really funny though.
Yeah. No, I mean, it doesn't.
Well, but it's like one of those peeing section in a swimming pool sort of things. It's like it all permeates. Like, what are you doing? Like having a smoking section in a restaurant is like having a peeing section in a swimming pool, Like that's one of the.
Oh, I get it now.
Have you never heard that saying? Yeah, like you remember when restaurants used to have smoking?
I remember that, but I never heard of the peeing section.
But I'm just saying, it's all the same air. Just because you make these people sit together doesn't mean the smoke isn't going to waft out to the rest of the
things we used to think about. Like remember, like the old ways we used to smoke on actual airplanes and stuff. Like
exactly.
We didn't know anything. You just a girl could smoke while she's pregnant, like in the hospital. Like, let me get that baby.
We're watching Outlander. They definitely drink while they're pregnant.
Exactly.
Shelly said, I get annoyed more when people just wear it under the nose. Like, cover your nose. I know, right? It's just so.
Well, I mean, in my opinion, I guess it's better than not having it at all.
We're watching Outlander. We're on like season 2, episode 3, where they're in Paris. First of all, I get all the feels anytime anyone ever references Paris. And then second of all, they're at the Palace of Versailles. And like where it's an actual palace and not just a museum for you to walk through anymore. And I was like, oh my God, we were there in that room. But like they were actually hosting parties in it and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, it's actually just all like, put behind glass and stuff like that. I was like, this is so neat. Like, but then like just all the clothes that they wear now, like this show has like changed a lot. So it's pretty neat. Yeah.
That's the fun thing about doing a time travel
season from season. Yeah.
You can change everything.
Yes. So it was pretty cool.
I'm glad you're liking it.
I do. I am liking it a lot. I'm liking
the fact. Who recommended that, by the way?
Who recommended Outlander? A lot of you guys, because y'all know, y'all know that I like time travel. So this is really good. I know Joe Ray recommends Doctor Who. That's gonna be a while now because now I'm deep into Outlander. So, but I do want to watch Doctor Who. Yeah, but she said she's gonna tell us where to start, like maybe 3, 4, 5 seasons behind. But that's okay with me. Joe Ray said London's on lockdown again. Yeah. See, I just.
I mean, it's just what we have to do. That's what we have to do. It's gonna keep coming back until the vaccine.
Jeffrey said USC football game. How do they do? I don't know. Lisa said, wait, you're up to Paris. Did I miss the discussion of the blackjack at the prison at the end of the first season? Yes, you did.
Well, we don't want to be demonetized.
We talked about that in Atlanta because that's when I finished it. I finished the first season on the road trip down to Atlanta. And all I could say was just like, Lord Jesus, like that hurt me. It hurt me and it made my skin crawl to watch those last 2 episodes, the prison and the game. I mean, it was disgusting. Like, it's just like an intriguing, like it hurt. So I don't want to talk about it anymore. Yes. But I'm glad that they're gone now.
If you've watched anything like Twisted or something, it's kind of like psychological mind mess with kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was very trippy. I like it.
It was. Rashada said, OMG, we are watching Cobra Kai. I never was into the Karate Kid, so I bet that's a really good continuation for people that were into it.
It's a really good spinoff.
I'm just not, that hurts. Gina said, did you watch Jingle Jangle on Netflix, a Christmas musical? Is that the one with, is it Felicia Rashad and Forrest Whitaker? Is that the one we're looking forward to watching? Is like the Princess Switch or the Christmas Switch, whatever that movie with Vanessa Hudgens in it from last year. They made a sequel.
Tis the season.
And now I'm excited about that. Season. Like I absolutely am obsessed with that.
Blackjack and Mega Christmas show.
Yes. Lisa said it still makes my like Oz, like maybe Breaking Bad. Like I mean, just like some real graphic, like.
It's like, wow. It's like what happens to Jesse and Breaking, but a little worse. But
yeah, like I don't watch stuff like that. So I was just like, I could only imagine, like, woo, that was too real for me. So
I was thinking like 7 or something like it, like it's really trippy. Like,
yeah.
Makes you think.
Yeah, Cece said I'm liking all the Netflix suggestions for the day. Oh yeah, like the week before Christmas, I'm probably gonna watch all of the Christmas Netflix movies, like because there is a place for them in my heart, just not this month. So
I was gonna say, once it's in the actual season, this is still not Christmas.
Yeah, Jory said The Crown is releasing the new season today. They are. Have they jumped ahead in the future again, or is this still the same future that they jumped ahead of? I thought that was such an interesting thing for them to do. So. Yes, so it was pretty great.
I still have to watch The Last Kingdom on Netflix. That's my it's like a Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. That's just like I'm not familiar at all.
It's a little bit like Outlander, only as far as the time period, but
yes,
different.
Princess Di is introduced. I just want to watch that. So the funny thing about Outlander is like it happens even before all of that stuff. So my whole thing is because I'm thinking about like when I was back over in London, like Princess Di and like Prince Harry and William and all these people now, well, allegedly, according to Outlander back in the 1700s, there was supposed to be like the Stuart king on the throne, like a Catholic king, but they lost that war or whatever. Like, so are the people that are currently in power the descendants of the people that weren't even supposed to be there in the first place? That's what I'm wondering. So not in power, but like the current royal family sitting on there, like those are their descendants.
Well, that's what it comes down
if it would have got replaced, it would have been another. Like that's what I'm thinking.
You gotta do your own history.
Yes.
I don't know how directly parallel this is to actual history.
Yes. So
most shows actually fudge a lot in between, like just to make up the details.
I don't know. Exactly. So that's something I think about. So yesterday I was supposed to fast, but I was honestly so exhausted after like the master class, after just catching up on sleep and being back.
Thank you for the master class.
I'm so glad that everyone came. I know we haven't talked about it a lot because like I'm just so mentally like done, like it took so much of our effort. So me and Amber are going to debrief tomorrow. Like we were like, let's just relax because we spent between going to Atlanta and getting that together and everything. It was so much. So, Dr. Watt said last night Rent and Sparkle came on. I didn't watch them. I was missing my football. Nothing was really on, so I broke down and watched a Lifetime Christmas movie. First of all, I would have watched Rent, would not have watched Sparkle, but Sparkle, if I'm thinking it's the right movie, it's that movie with Mariah Carey where she was like a singer. Yeah, exactly. No, so I ate yesterday, but I was proud of myself because I didn't like overeat or just like I'm eating everything. I literally just like ate till like my body needed food and then I stopped. Exactly. But I was still happy. I stepped on the scale today, 184.6. So that is a loss of 3.2. So I feel good about that. Today is an eating day, so I'm going to eat. And then tomorrow I'm excited to get back into my routine of like exercising, eating on plan. Like tomorrow will be a fasting day. I am going to try the thing where I have coffee on my fasting days. So where I just have a bulletproof coffee and that's all that I have. That's going to be my plan. That's going to be my plan. And this week I'm going to make those keto baked biscuits. Ooh. So I'm going to have like the I'm going to have the breakfast week. Exactly. Okay, you guys. So I got a question. How I have some goodies baked mix, like some pancake mix.
Good question.
We were gonna make pancakes today, but then I was just like, maybe we can make waffles. So my question to you is, how do you alter pancake mix in order to make it into waffle batter? Because I don't think it's it's not the same, is it? Because to me, pancake mix is thinner than waffle batter.
It's about how much liquid you add to it.
Or is it so it's only liquid? So
well, I mean, the batter's the batter. You just probably add a little bit more.
Let's see. Lisa said, I think Tony and I are going to do taco bowl today. So, it's the same. JJ said it's the same. So, okay. Well,
see, JJ.
I didn't know if there was something special.
We just need a waffle aficionado.
Dr. Y said, yes, the updated version with Whitney and Jordan Sparks. Wait a minute. I don't think I knew that existed. Ergo, I would want to watch that. So, Cece said, buffering again. Are you eating today? Yes, today is an eating day. Shelly said, I've made waffles from that mix. It's the same. Okay, well, good. Well, then I'm just going to do that. Use my waffle iron. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to have waffles and maybe some eggs, but I'm going to stop eating around 2:00 is my max. So I am, so I am going to, still have an eating day, but start my fast at a decent time. Judy said, link for class. Did you email me at watchonketo at gmail.com to let me know what you need? I saw you kept going in and out of the master class, but oh my God, we got some wind, some whistling wind happening. Let me know if you'll back. Yeah. So today's going to be just a rest day. I'm not doing anything. I'm about to make some awesome waffles, which makes me happy. We're going to watch some Pioneer Woman and maybe Outlander until the NFL starts. And then once the NFL starts, we ain't moving. You know what I'm saying? So everyone have a great day. We're going to talk to you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, okay? See you guys later.
Yes, bye. You are so cute.
Shut up.